Hi everyone, it's Karen, the Geordie Grandma. Today's video is going to be a chatty get ready with me. Now I've never done one of these before, so you'll have to bear with us, and actually if I make a complete hash of it, I won't even upload it. So we'll see what happens. So basically I'm going to put my makeup on, get ready, and chat to you as I'm doing it. So I'll just put my hair behind my ears and move my fringe. So I look a bit scary for a while. I'm very pale. Okay, let's get started. So I've already got my moisturiser on, and I've used a primer, which I haven't got to hand, but I used the Revolution primer. And now I'm going to put my foundation on. So I'm going to use the No7 Stay Perfect foundation, and this is in the colour, can't actually see the colour. I think it's Calico. It's got SPF 15 in it, suitable for sensitive skin, and it lasts for up to 24 hours. I've never actually tested it for 24 hours, but it's quite a good foundation. So we'll just start by putting some of this on. So I've got a mirror to the side here, if you're wondering why I'm looking off there. It's so I'm not looking into camera to do this. I'm just going to dab some of this foundation on my face. I don't like to put a ton on. I'm not really going anywhere. I work from home, so it's not like I have to be, perfect. I'm going to use a beauty sponge. Not like I have to be perfect to go out anyway, because I'm not really going out. It's just if anybody knocks on the door, I don't like to look scary. And I think when you work from home, it's nice to put some makeup on, because it makes you feel actually motivated to work if you feel like you're actually getting ready to go to work. So I'm just using this beauty blender, damp beauty blender. I think I got this one from either Primark or Poundland. I usually use a foundation brush, but I feel like this foundation goes on better with a beauty blender. It's not what I would call a thick foundation, but it's not a light, not a very liquidy foundation, so it does tend to go on better with a beauty blender. Just pat that all into my face. Make sure it's down past my chin. Back in the 80s, I put makeup on, and I've gone out, and then I've looked in the mirror in the loos or wherever I've been. I noticed I've got a big thick line right around there where my foundation hasn't been blended. So I always make sure that's done. I'm just going to put a little bit more on. It's quite a light coverage. It says medium coverage, but I suppose it depends on how much you want to build it up. I stopped wearing makeup for a while. Probably when the kids were growing up. I used to wear makeup quite a lot back in the 80s. You might say that quite a lot back in the 80s. But I've only just started wearing it again really in the last couple of years. And I came across some videos on YouTube that have kind of inspired us to try some new things. So Angie from Hot and Flashy is one of the ones I like to watch. She's I think she's 57, I'm 56, and I love to watch her do her makeup. She does it really well, and I try to copy some of her tips and tricks. I'm not brilliant at it, but I am getting better. The other person I like to watch is Nisha, Sugar Puff and Fluff. I love the way she does her eyes. I probably wouldn't do mine quite as, not thick, but heavy as she does it, but I do like it. I really like watching both of those people. So that's my foundation. Covers most of my imperfections. So next I'm going to put on a little bit of under eye concealer. This is Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I'm not brilliant with concealer. I've only started wearing concealer in the last maybe 2 or 3 months. I'm never really sure if I'm putting it on the right way. I've seen some people put it on really thick. It's like right under the eyes like that. But I only dab a little bit on where I've got like little dark circles or maybe a little bit of a blemish. And I'm just going to blend that in a little bit with my finger first. You hear them say on these beauty, the big beauty YouTubers, that it shouldn't settle into your lines and wrinkles, but I've only used a couple of concealers now. I've always found that it does settle into my lines, so maybe I just need to try a different one. I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to use another beauty sponge just to blend that in a bit, so I don't look like I've got some snow around my eyes. You make some lovely faces while you're putting your makeup on, don't you? I hope it's not too scary. So there, just take a little bit of the darkness away from under my eyes. I'm going to put a little bit of powder over the top of that, because apparently it helps to set the concealer and make it look less, I don't know, look less like makeup, less cakey. So just put a little bit of that underneath. Dab that in. I don't know if it makes much difference, but I'll do it anyway. So that's the powder. The next thing I'm going to use is some bronzer. I'm using a L'Oreal bronzer here. It's L'Oreal Glam Bronze. I have used a few different ones, but I really like the colour of this one. Again, bronzer is something I've only started wearing in the last few months, but now I've started, I feel like I can't put my makeup on without actually using it. So I'm going to just dab some over my forehead. Like that, down the sides. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sniffle today. I've had a really bad headache for the last 3 or 4 days, and I see that coming from me. It's either coming from me sinuses, or it's coming from the fact that I need new specs. So I went to the optician's yesterday, had my eyes tested again, and she said they had deteriorated quite a bit in the last couple of years. So new specs is on the way, so I can't wait to get some of that. Sorry, I can't wait to get some new spectacles so I can actually read properly again, and hopefully it'll stop these headaches I'm getting. So it's a little bit of bronzer. I'm just doing me kind of the hollows of my cheek, putting it in there, around my forehead, down the sides, and a little bit on my nose, just to give us a little bit of colour. So that is the bronzer. Next thing, I'm going to use some, before I put my blusher on, I'm just going to add a little bit of, this is Lid Lock, Barry M Lid Lock, which is eyelid primer. I'm just going to add a little bit of this to my eyelids so it'll dry a bit while I'm putting my blusher on. I just feel this helps keep my eye makeup on a little bit better. I've noticed that I don't put it on. It's really hard to get out this tube. If I don't wear this, then my eyeshadow doesn't seem to last quite as long. So I'll just put it on my eyelids before I do my blusher. Sorry, I keep sniffing. Blusher. This is a Manakadar blusher in Paradise Blush. I think that says. I haven't got my specs on obviously, so I can't see properly. But I really like this. This was out of last month's Pip box, and I love the colour. It's such a lovely pink, and it's really pigmented, so you don't need a lot of it. So I'm using an angled blusher brush to put this on, or blush brush, and yeah, I'm blowing my brush. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of that along my cheekbone, kind of around the apple of my cheek. I saw Angie from Hot and Flashy do this, and I thought that was quite a nice way sort of dabbing it on rather than rubbing it, because it kind of rubs your foundation all over. So just down the cheekbone and a round motion for the apple of my cheek. That just gives us a nice pink glow. I'm always worried I put too much blusher on and look a bit like a drag queen. I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race lately. Absolutely love it. I watched all of the American ones. I've just started to watch the British one, and I think it's fab. But I don't want to look like one. So I try and be a little bit gentle with the blusher. I just think that pink's really, really pretty. So that's the blusher done. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of highlighter just on the top of the blusher, and I'm using the Revolution palette. This is a bronze blush and highlight palette. I use it quite often, but I mainly use the highlighter. I'm using this one here, so it's got like a kind of a pinky tinge to it, and I'm just going to dab it down there, flick a bit. So just dab it down kind of on the top of my cheekbone, just to give us a little bit of a, don't know if it's actually showing, it's showing up a little bit, gives us a little bit of a glow, a highlight to my cheeks. So that's the highlighter. So now we're going to do the eyes. I'm going to use the Primark Purple Mist palette. Absolutely love this palette. It was only £4 and I've used it quite a few times. It's just got some beautiful colours in. And I'm going to use the blues today. So I'm going to use just it's a kind of a flat, fluffy brush. And I'm just going to use this pale, like a pale blue colour. It looks white in the camera, but it's like a pale blue colour. Yeah, I'm really sorry for sniffing. I'm just going to put it all over. It's kind of a base all over my eye. I remember when, again, I'm going to say back in the 80s, when you used to do blue eyeshadow, and it was just like really thick blue eyeshadow just on your lid, nowhere else, just on the lid, thick blue eyeshadow, as thick as you could get it. I feel like people are going back to that style of makeup, and I've seen some YouTubers do it. It's a huge blue eye. I'm not going to go that over the top with it. So just on the other eye. I like to do one eye, then the other eye, rather than do all of one eye complete and then do the next eye, because I forget what I've done. So just the pale blue shadow, it's like kind of a lilac-y blue, just all over the eye, up to the, right up to me brow bone there. Brow bone, is that what they call this bit? Top of me eye socket. Then I'm going to use, have I got another one of those brushes? Yeah. I'm going to use a bit of a darker blue for in the crease. Which one will we use? I'm going to use a bit of this purpley blue one here. These are both matte colours I'm putting on. I'm just going to start with a little bit of blue, just in the crease and maybe a little bit above the crease, just to darken up. My eyes are a little bit hooded and, you know, drooping, and as you get older they probably do that. So just to make it look like I've got a bigger eyelid surface than what I actually have. So that's that one. Then do the same with the other eye. Just do it in a kind of a half circle motion. So it's in the crease and kind of above the crease as well. So that's that. I've seen people use kind of eye tape, put eye tape on their eye to make sure that eyeshadow doesn't go that way, but I just tidy it up with some concealer once I've finished. That's a little bit of that blue. Now I'm going to use, have I got another brush? I'm going to use this brush. This is a I think this is supposed to be a crease brush as well. So I got it out of the Pip box. I can't make out the name on it, but I'm going to use that just to darken up the corner of my eye. And I'm going to use this dark purpley colour here. It's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. I do like a sparkle on my eyes. I know as you get older you're not supposed to wear sparkle, but I like sparkle, so there you go. So I'm just going to put that a little way in the crease. Not all the way like I did with the other one, just maybe halfway. And then I'm going to take it a little bit down onto the corner of my eye, just to darken the eye up. There, just to give it a little bit more of a dramatic look. Not that I'll need a dramatic look when I'm staying in the house. I may go out later, you never know. I may visit the charity shops, you might want to look your best. So, do the same with the other eye. Just halfway across, to darken up that corner and drag it down a bit onto the eyelid, a little bit across, same. There, can you see what I'm doing? Just a little darken up the corner, maybe a little bit more. Like I said, I don't want to be too heavy-handed with it. There you go. And then I'm going to put a little pop of colour on my eyelid. So I'm going to use this blue one here, which is quite sparkly. Just to make the eyelid kind of pop a bit. I mean, these Primark eyeshadows are only £4, but they go on really well. You know, they're quite pigmented, and they do last. You know, it doesn't wear off easily. So I really like them. I've got a couple of Primark eye palettes, and yeah, I'm very impressed with them. So just a pop of colour on the lid. That'll look okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of, on my fingertip, I'm going to use a little bit of the pale cream one just under my eyebrow, just to make me the brow bone stand out a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to get my blender brush. I think I got this from Poundland. Just blend the colour just to soften the edges a bit. Take it a little bit higher up there. Yep, that looks okay. So next is eyeliner, and I'm going to use my Ted Baker eyeliner in black. I actually bought this from a car boot sale. It was only £1. It was new and sealed. I wouldn't buy one that was kind of half used. I don't want to put somebody's eye pencil in my eyes as well. So probably needs a bit sharpening. But I'm just going to put, I'm not very good with eyeliner. This is a kind of a crayon-y texture, so it's a little bit easier to use than some of them I've used. I quite like it, so I'm just going to put that on my upper lash. I don't go all the way to the end of my eye, and I don't go all the way to the corner of my eye, because I just feel like that makes your eye a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to, I'm kind of dragging it a little bit, just to about there, just to give the eye a little bit of definition. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it's only a very small amount. Do the same across there. Just to about there. Sometimes I get it quite clumpy and I have to faff around taking it off. So hopefully it's not going to do that. There, that's what I was going for. So that's me eyeliner. If I was going out somewhere, you know, for an evening, I would probably big the eye makeup a little bit more. But as I'm not really going anywhere, it's really just to make me feel better and make me feel more motivated to do some work. So I feel like I'm going out to work. I don't want it really too heavy. So next I'm going to take a little bit of the blue colour under the bottom of my eye. So I'm going to use the same brush that I used before. Just take a little bit of that purpley colour just under my eye, just so it looks a little bit joined up, finished off, joined up, whatever you want to say. Take a little bit of it under there. I used to always put black eyeliner under my eyes as well, but I think when you get a bit older, black eyeliner is kind of a little bit wearing. Makes you look a bit haggard, I think. I don't know, no, it's everybody's choice, but I've stopped wearing black eyeliner underneath my eyes. Yep, that looks okay. I'm just going for okay today, not fantastic. So next is mascara. I'm absolutely rubbish with buying decent mascaras. Either the brush doesn't work or the eyeliner doesn't stay on my face, the mascara doesn't stay on my face. Bought a Body Shop one a few months ago and it just comes off my eyes. So I'm just going to quickly put my mascara on. I'm not going to do... I've got really short eyelashes, quite sparse. I might have to try one of those eyelash growth serums I've seen people use. They look quite good. Let's put some on the other eye. And how many times... Sorry about that, my phone just ran out of storage, so I just had to go and offload some of the stuff on it so I could start again. So I was putting the mascara on and I was saying, have you ever poked yourself in the eye with a mascara wand? It's an absolute bugger when you're getting ready to go out on a night and you've got all your makeup done, you poke yourself in the eye with a mascara wand, the mascara goes everywhere and you have to pretty much start again. So I was hoping that wouldn't happen. So that'll probably do for my mascara. If I was going out anyway, I would probably put some black eyeliner in the top waterline of my eye, and maybe a little bit of grey eyeliner on the bottom. I'm just going to pop a little bit of this white eyeliner on my bottom waterline, just to brighten my eye up a little bit. I only put it on the... I don't put it all the way along, I just put it kind of to the middle there. Just brightens the eye up a little bit, I think. And lastly, need to do my lips. Again, this is something else. I've just started using a lip liner. Not something I had used before, but I bought this one from Home Bargains. It's an Olivia Hale one. I think it's a little bit pale for the lipstick I'm going to use. But it's supposed to help your lipstick stop bleeding into the rest of your face. So we'll give it a try. It's actually a lot easier to put on than what I thought it was going to be. It's not very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a little bit drying, this lip liner, so I may have to try a little bit more of an expensive one. I think that was only £1 or something, to see if it works any better. And the lipstick I'm using is No7 High Shine Lip Crayon, and it's a raspberry colour. I really like the lip crayons. I find them really easy to use. So I'll just put a little bit of that on. Kind of think, no lipstick just makes your face just look not finished. So a little bit of lipstick. Always used to, again, back in the 80s, suck your thumb once you put your lipstick on, just to make sure it doesn't go on your teeth. And there you go. That's my makeup done. Fluff my hair out a bit. That looks okay. With my eyebrows, I forgot about my eyebrows. I really need them done. They're looking terrible. Don't really do very much with them. Maybe it's a little bit of eye pencil, because I do have some grey in there now. I need to work on doing my brows. I see people doing their brows with loads of different products. So that's next to try. So just a little bit of brow liner. So just a little swipe of that brow liner and brush them up a little bit. And we're good to go. So I hope you enjoyed watching me get ready. If you'd like me to do one of these again with some different eye makeup look, just let us know in the comments below. But other than that, that's all from me. I better go and get some work done, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.